Never thought I'd become one of those people who followed their partner in the dead of night, but there I was, slipping into my sneakers as the clock struck midnight. The creak of the door down the hall was all it took to jolt me awake, my senses on high alert like a burglar in my own house. I watched him through the window, his silhouette disappearing into the shadows. The curiosity gnawed at me, a relentless beast demanding answers. Where could he possibly be going at this hour, leaving me behind in our shared bed? It wasn't a one-time occurrence, either. This was the third time this week. I followed him, my heart pounding louder than my footsteps against the pavement. He moved with purpose, turning corners like he had a secret path mapped out in his mind. I stayed far enough behind to avoid detection, though every instinct screamed to confront him. After what felt like an eternity, he stopped in front of a modest house across town. I expected to see another woman, maybe a clandestine meeting with friends. But when he knocked and a toddler's laughter spilled out as the door opened, my breath caught in my throat. A woman, holding a child who looked eerily like him, greeted him with a kiss too familiar for comfort. The shock was a physical blow, like I'd walked into freezing water. I stumbled back, my mind racing with questions and accusations. The image of his secret life played over and over, an unending loop that mocked my ignorance. How long had this been going on? My mind drifted to all the times he'd been late, all the excuses that didn't quite add up. I wanted to storm up to the door, demand answers, but my feet wouldn't move. Instead, I turned away, my chest heavy with betrayal and disbelief. Back in our apartment, I sat in the dark, grappling with the realization that I was just a part of his elaborate lie. But then, a thought crept in, an unsettling understanding that I had ignored the signs, chosen comfort over confrontation. I had wanted to believe in us so desperately that I had blinded myself to the cracks in our foundation. The internal conflict was suffocating. I was as angry with myself as I was with him. Yet, beneath the anger, a seed of resolve planted itself. I couldn't live in someone else's shadow, not anymore. The double life he led had unwittingly set me free, a twist neither of us could have predicted.